the bigger the goal, the more sustainable it becomes and the more motivation you have. I've always battled with my health and my body, and I didn't get a understanding and have more control over it until I started to shift my perspective from temporary dieting, from temporary results to lifestyle changes. I've decided that I genuinely want to live a healthy, whole, fulfilled lifestyle where I feel comfortable in my body and in my skin. And so, a little background, I come from a culture where we eat a lot of stew, a lot of protein like meat, and a lot of rice, And there's nothing wrong with that. I enjoy those foods sometimes. But, and also being part of the American culture, we eat a lot of fast food. We are always craving In-N-Outs, Wingstop, McDonald's, just pizza, bunch of junk food, not and like just American staples that people enjoy. And so I battled with my health and my body for a while because I didn't know how to eat food that will fuel me up, that will make me feel good. Every time I would eat something, I would end up feeling really guilty. Some food made me feel very bloated, and other food I felt like I was gaining weight in all the wrong places. And then it made me afraid of eating. I literally went through a phase of my life where I had a really bad relationship with food. Like, I would not eat because I was so anxious. So eating food made me really anxious, or I was either anxious about it and I wouldn't eat, and then eventually I would literally binge eat, and then I would feel so guilty, which is a really unhealthy and bad relationship with food. Once I became aware of my relationship with food, this was like in my early 20s, like maybe 22, 23, then I started to really made a lifestyle changes. I decided that I am going to be healthy, and the food that I eat, I want that food to fuel me, to give me energy and not feel guilty afterwards. So once I shifted my mindset to a lifestyle, which is that bigger goal, because I want to be active, I want to be part of my son's life, I want to feel youthful and young and vibrant, so which is a huge goal, right? So with that goal, since it's like so big, I had to start doing minor changes. For example, I wouldn't eat too much rice. If I were to have rice, I will have just like a little bit and still have like my protein and my vegetable, right? And then I went to a phase where I was like, I'm not drinking soda. I don't drink soda whatsoever. I don't enjoy it. And I just got rid of soda. So I stopped drinking soda. I just stuck with water and juice. And then eventually I would barely even drink juice. I wouldn't drink juice at all. And then I started working out. And once when I went to the gym, I enjoyed it for a little bit, but then I realized that I don't like going to the gym because I don't know like all the machines, how to work it, and it was just too crowded for me. And so I started focusing on my food, the food that I was eating. So I just cut out like junk food. Like, I wouldn't really eat chips. If I were to eat chips, I started to be more mindful of the ingredients. Is it grain free? Is it added sugar in the food that I'm eating? Is it just added stuff that I don't really need? So once I started to pay attention to the ingredients, I realized that I can still indulge in my favorite food without feeling guilty. I started having like more protein bars with no sugar added, but it still has like peanut butter. It has like chocolate, because I love chocolate and peanut butter together. I have a sweet tooth. And then I also start eating, if I wanted to make pancakes, I'll get like gluten-free pancake, right? And then for my syrup, I will get date syrup, which is naturally sweetened. It's dates. It's made out of dates, date syrup. So once I started become aware that I want to live a healthy lifestyle, and that I want to make all these changes a lifestyle, not just temporary to lose weight, but this is just gonna be the way I eat, which is eating clean and healthy with good nourishing ingredients. And that made my life so much easier because I didn't have to starve. And also it made me feel give myself so much more grace if I were to like mess up sometimes. Like let's say sometimes like right now it's Christmas time, right? And there's eggnog, and some of the eggnog have like sugar added. I don't feel guilty drinking the eggnog because I get the dairy free one. I'm also like I'm lactose, so I don't really do well with milk anyways. So that's another thing that I cut out. I don't drink whole milk at all. So only my milk is I like whole milk or almond milk. Those are the milks that I drink. And so I got my eggnog. It was almond milk, but there was like 7 added sugar, and I didn't feel guilty because I was like, okay, the sugar added is not that much, right? And so once I drink that, then everything else that I'm eating, I can't have extra sugar added to it because I'm already having that beverage with that 7 grams of sugar added. But because I'm making this a lifestyle change, it's something where I can do wherever I go, because traveling out of the country, I realize that when your diet, if it's a diet, not a lifestyle, then it becomes so limited. You become limited because let's say if you travel out of the states, not every country or every state is gonna have the accommodation that you need when it comes to like your milk choices or like just the food that you're used to in America. They might not have those food. But if it's a lifestyle changes, every country that you go to mostly have vegetables. They have proteins, like whole food. So because it's a lifestyle changes, I'm able to eat anywhere that I go. I don't have to drink juice. I can have my water with lemon. I love lemon water. And also you can have your little like packages from America if you want to bring with you, like your water that gives you, that hydrates you, right? And so once I started making all these changes, I became very comfortable in my own skin. I started to see the results in my skin because it's become more clear, and I also started to feel comfortable in my own body. I didn't feel guilty when I would eat. When I ate food, I felt like I enjoyed because I was eating with intentionality. Every food that I was eating was adding benefit to my body, so I didn't feel guilty. And then I also found like an exercise program. It's like 20 minutes. I bought this exercise program where I would do it from home. I don't really need an equipment, but I use my 5-pound weights, right? And it's like it's lean and toned workout, and it's only 20 minutes. And I've decided that I will do that at least 3 times a day, right? And so because I'm like changing my my lifestyle around food, around health and wellness, working out, in all areas of my life, right? I'm able to sustain it because it's a lifestyle and it's a lifelong journey that I'm starting right now. So because it's so far ahead in the future, that all the changes that I'm making right now seems like progress to me, not just looking at the scale every day. Oh, am I losing weight? Oh, is my pants fitting me? I'm not even like weighing myself anymore. I don't weigh myself. Now I'm at a point where I just solely rely on how I feel. And that's why I'm so passionate about mind, body, spirit, and like working from inside out, making sure like that your inside is a reflection of your outside, that everything and it's all related to also with self-love, which I always preach about. Self-love, self-respect, and it all starts with you. How are you treating yourself? How are you making yourself a priority? How are you living your life to be a reflection of how much you care for yourself in order for other people to care for you? My friends and my family knows I eat very clean, right? And so when we have to go out, when we have to make plans to do things together, because I care for myself, because I show up for myself, because they see the example that I set for myself when it comes to my lifestyle changes and how I want to live my life, they also are mindful of the choices that they make if they want us to hang out, because they know I cannot eat certain things. So they'll make sure like the menu is very inclusive with a lot of options for all of us. And that's what happens once you make it lifestyle changes, not just to diet, to lose weight for right now, to fit into a dress, to go to an event. But if your life goal is to live a healthy lifestyle, to be a healthy and a whole individual, then you have to think like that, so that way your decisions right now can be a reflection of that and can help you sustain it for the long run. So that's my message today, to make lifestyle changes, not temporary changes, because in the long run it will compound, because all of the skills that you're gaining will compound when you're older. You don't have to rush when you have to go to the doctor and the doctor tells you you have diabetes or you have something else, because you're already mindful of your health right now by your diet changes, your lifestyle changes, that it will help you stay healthy even when you're like 60, 40, 50, 80.